This is beautiful. Whoa! Should I get in?
Get in.
Okay.
Have you ever sat
Let me get in
behind
a
the steering wheel of
second.
one of these?
Good morning, guys. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Yay, guys, it is happening in that US, and you better believe that as South Africans, we're going to be sitting on that story because Elon is our South African that despises us, especially the people of color. Let me be specific and say black people, because after failing to divide South Africans racially, they went for other people of color, saying you can come, you can apply for a refugee status to America. Sana, that's my only beef with these two people. Why would you try and divide South Africa racially? Yes, we do have our problems, and we'll work on them as we always try to work on them, but just don't come from where you're coming and want to scatter South Africa racially. We know how we live. We're living the way we are living. Don't come and do your things, yeah. So, okay, anyway, guys, Donald Trump has confirmed the state capture, literally confirmed the state capture, that his relationship with Elon Musk was about state capture, and I'm going to share a video clip that points to that direction. And number two, Elon Musk is on some I am not going down alone charge. I know stuff about you, so I'm not going down alone. And if need be, I am going to use it. So he said, guys, Elon Musk is calling for the impeachment of Trump. He's calling for his impeachment, and he says he is in Jeff Epstein's files, and that's why those files are released. But I want to bring your attention to something when I mention this again. Will Donald Trump, as he has indicated, that there is a possibility that he could forgive P. Diddy? And the question is, will he be forgiving P. Diddy, or will he be joining P. Diddy? Because if you know a thing about those Jeff Epstein files, you know why Jeff Epstein is not with us today. You would know that is an entire mess. And if you're not familiar with that, go check Google. This has the story. Just go check Jeff Epstein and find. Or also, better still, Netflix. Just watch that documentary if it is still there. But I want to show you how Elon Musk used Trump to promote Tesla. We've been saying these things, but because we are nobodies, nobody bothered to listen to what we are saying. But it really did look like state capture. And Donald Trump saying what he's saying, he confirms it. And he was turned into a salesman by Elon Musk of Tesla. If that is not the state capture, tell me what it is. So I'm going to be sharing with you the video clips that will tell you exactly what I am talking about. Do enjoy. I'll be seeing you right at the end with my closing commentary.
But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here. Better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars, and it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have we want to be able to sell everything. And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, he became a little bit different, and I can understand that, but he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
The world has just been left stunned at what we're witnessing between Trump and Elon right now. They are currently in such a bad back and forth that Elon just tweeted Trump is in the Epstein files and that he should drop out and be impeached. I mean, how did we get here? Because just yesterday, Trump was calling Elon a fantastic guy, and Elon was once wearing a hat saying Trump was right about everything. So what the hell went wrong? Well, from what we know, at least publicly. It all seems to have started when Elon started criticizing one of Trump's major policy bills, saying that it was a disgusting abomination and that it would significantly increase the national debt. Trump didn't respond too much at the start, but eventually he clapped back. He said he doesn't know what is going on with Elon. Maybe he's got the Trump derangement syndrome because no one knew more about this bill than Elon did, and now he's suddenly become hostile. Elon tweeted back saying that this was false, that this bill was never shown to him once, and that it passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress could even read it. Trump then said Elon's just mad because this bill would cut the EV mandate, which makes Tesla billions and billions, and that the easiest way for the government to save money would be to terminate Elon's government subsidies and contracts. And then he ended it with this: I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Yeah, it's getting serious at this point. Elon then goes a step further and said that Trump is ungrateful and that he would have lost the election if it wasn't for him. And then freaking teased the idea of creating his own political party, I'm assuming to rival Trump, one that actually represents the 80% in the middle. He then tweeted again saying, oh, and some food for thought, Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 plus years. Trump then took to Truth Social and said that he fired Elon. He asked him to leave because he was wearing thin, and then he just went crazy. Elon replied to that saying that it was an obvious lie. And then at this point, Elon Musk's ex-girlfriend jumps in the mix, asking Donald Trump if he needs any breakup advice. And then Kanye West tweets and he says, bros, please, no, we love you both so much. How is this even reality? What Avengers are even assembling? Then shit almost went too far, because Elon said time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. He then replied yes to the question, should Trump be impeached and JD Vance take his place? There has never been a more accurate time for this meme. Tesla stock is in freefall, the internet is losing their minds, the Democrats are popping champagne, and I will keep you up.
But back when you hosted The Apprentice, you mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
Well, nobody's asked. You had to be the one to ask, Peter, but nobody's asked. But I know people are thinking about it. I know they're thinking about it. I think some people have been very close to asking. First of all, I'd look at what's happening. And I haven't been watching it too closely, although it's certainly getting a lot of coverage. I haven't seen him, I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up from what I read. I don't know, he didn't tell me that, but I'd read some little bit nasty statements in the paper all of a sudden. You know, it's different. You become a much different person when you run for politics and you do what's right. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well because of what we're doing. So it's not a popularity contest. So, I don't know, I would certainly look at the facts. If I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me, it wouldn't have any impact on me.
Oh, guys, hey, I've been saying and if you watched up to here, I'd like to say thank you for watching my videos, and if you have time and you are on Wi-Fi, kindly watch my ads in full. That support really goes a long way, and if you're already doing that, I really, really appreciate it, and do yourself a beautiful day, and don't forget to share your own views in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading those, and if time allows, I'm going to respond, but if it doesn't, I'm going to try by all possible means to react to show that I appreciate your participation. Do have a beautiful day.